What's going on, Geeks and Gamers? This is Ryan with RK Outpost and geeksandgamers.com, and we have, after the rise of Skywalker, we have felt the full effects of the shipping community, mostly in the form of Reylo. Although, we did have a lot of people who also wanted to see Finn and Poe get together. And although you can be whatever kind of fan you want. I think that everyone can agree when it gets to death threats against J.J. Abrams and harassing Adam Driver's wife for him not being with Rey in real life. I think maybe you could say it's gone too far. However, there is just something really strange about these types of forced, fantasized relationships, and we have another instance of it right here. Star Wars fans shipping SkySolo after discovering Han kissed Luke. Fans of SkySolo, the romantic pairing of Han and Luke, are thrilled to learn that Han kissed Luke in a deleted scene from The Empire Strikes Back. This is very misleading because when you hear the description of it, it's not a deleted scene. It's like an outtake. It's not like, well, this was in the movie and we cut it out to save time. That's not what happened at all, and we'll see that as we get through it. Mark Hamill coyly set up Star Wars SkySolo shippers' hearts aflame after revealing that Han Solo kissed Luke in an unused take from The Empire Strikes Back. See, that's different. An unused take is not a deleted scene. The kiss occurred after Han saves Luke from freezing Hoth Blizzard by keeping him warm in a tauntaun. The Empire Strikes Back was a highly anticipated... Yeah, we know what The Empire Strikes Back was. While at Hoth, Luke gets caught out in the freezing Hoth winter and nearly dies until Han Solo saves him and returns him back to the base. It's just one of many interactions between the characters that has led fans to ship Han and Luke. So I guess we can stop right there for a second. So Han going and saving Luke Skywalker, saving his friend, has led people to ship Han and Luke. And that's when I wondered, if that is what you're using, the fact that he went out to save his friend, wouldn't you help your friend? That's why it makes me think that some people who really want to force these kind of relationships into the movies are maybe people that don't have a lot of experience with friendships or actual relationships in real life. Because that just is strange, right? The fact that helping out a friend, you want to connect them in a romantic way, that just doesn't make any sense. But we'll continue. Shipping, or the act of pairing two characters together in a story romantically, has always been popular in Star Wars fandom. Popular? I don't know. While not all ships are canon, that's certainly true, or officially accepted in the story's universe, fans' imaginations can span multiple galaxies when it comes to Star Wars. Then Mark Hamill stepped in. Mark Hamill responded to a thrilled SkySolo shipper who posted the quote from Hamill revealing that Harrison Ford kissed him during one take of the scene where Han visits Luke while he's recuperating back at base in The Empire Strikes Back. While the actual footage of the deleted scene has never been released, again, they're saying deleted scene, that's not what it was. Hamill's coy response to the fans' excitement over the discovery is perfect. Take a look, exchange below. And I'll go pull up what was posted on Twitter. So this is a quote from what Mark Hamill said. "It's like the scene where I've been hurt and Harrison comes in and says, 'Hey, you don't look so bad to me. In fact, you look strong enough to pull the ears off a Gundark.' I reply, 'Thanks to you.' And his line was supposed to be, 'That's too yo, me junior.' But he didn't say it. He gave me a little kiss." So clearly, I think any rational human being can listen to that and say that Harrison Ford was effing around. That's not what he was supposed to do. I don't know if he kissed him on the lips. I don't They have art down below of what this person imagines it looks like. And listen, I think most people can look at that, just like I say, and think that's clearly, because we see that in the movie. We see this happen. And he didn't kiss him. He said those lines. This was clearly an outtake. This is clearly Harrison Ford messing around. However, someone got really excited about it, and Mark Hamill retweeted it and says, "I never kiss and tell lips." Mark Hamill goofing around. The SkySolo ship, of course, never took flight in the original or sequel trilogies. Yeah, of course not, because that's not the story. Jesus Christ. There's a love story between Han and Leia. Why would the SkySolo, I guess she's a Skywalker technically, but why would that take flight? but the fan enthusiasm for the possibility is certainly enough to allow the ship to live on in the realms of fan fiction or other relative content. I made the mistake of looking up SkySolo. There is a lot of content and fan art on Google Images. I do not recommend it, and it's really disturbing. Star Wars ships are numerous in the actual ships that fly through the galaxy, but actual canon LGBTQ relationships are few and far between. The first and only same-sex kiss happened to be in Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Even that was extremely brief and between two minor characters. Yeah, because they wanted to be able to cut it out in China, obviously. They wanted to be able to pass China and cut it out in other countries to actually release it. Oscar Isaac, who played Poe Dameron, says he wanted Poe and Finn to be a thing. Mark Hamill wrote a poem about Storm Pilot, their ship. And then here is where we start getting the editorializing here from this author and why this is a thing. Why she kept saying, or I am assuming it's a she. I don't actually know. Catherine Stinson. It is a she. I shouldn't assume, but I was right. A major part of what makes the Star Wars universe so incredible is the vast potential the characters have in the stories, past, present, and yet to come. While Star Wars is set in a galaxy far, far away, the movies, spin-off stories, and television series have always been indicative of the times. The Star Wars universe can and should stand as a beacon of hope for changing and far more tolerant times, representing what humanity can become. Lucasfilm should harness fan disappointment and use it as motivation to take risks with future productions in the franchise. So she is saying you should cater to the Reylos. You should cater to... we saw how that worked for them in Rise of Skywalker. You should cater to all these shippers. Do what they want. Take their fantasies and make them reality to make them feel better. Increasing diversity and creating couples who are more representative of real life could make fans care more about them and want to see them develop on the big or small screen. Although it may be centuries before we learn to jump to hyperspace and explore the vast reaches of the actual galaxy, at least Star Wars can do for the future is feature more LGBTQ relationships that make it past a brief or even deleted scene. This wasn't a deleted scene. This was an outtake. Get your facts straight. This didn't happen. This did not happen in Star Wars canon as much as you and all these other people may like for it to happen. We know what Han Solo's story is, even if he, in this garbage Disney canon, decided to become a deadbeat dad and leave his family. We know that he was with Leia. That is his love story. And as for Luke Skywalker, I guess we don't know technically. We haven't got any information in this new Disney canon. But obviously, as a fan of the expanded universe, a lot of us know Mara Jade and the story behind that. Of course, they wiped that away because they didn't want the expanded universe, which did have, characters represented. They did have some LGBTQ relationships in the expanded universe, but some people missed it. They read over it and didn't even realize because it wasn't a big deal. It was just part of the story. It wasn't the story. And the problem with catering to a lot of this kind of thing is they want it to be the story. These people are obsessed in a very strange way. Like I said, if you want to do this, if that's what you want your fandom to be, that is fine. I'm not going to stop you. When you start forcing it on everything else is when it does become an issue. And things like this, like the Reylo, just because people, like the Finn and Rey thing, or the Finn and Poe thing, they had a couple minutes of interaction in The Force Awakens. Just like people that were buddies, they escaped something together, and people wanted to ship them. Those people don't understand how normal interactions between normal people in society work. At least that's kind of my perspective on it, but maybe I'm totally off base. Maybe SkySolo is a thing that a lot of people are down with. Why don't you guys let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to Geeks and Gamers. Also check out my channel, Ryan Kindle RK Outpost. The link will be in the pinned comment below. Smash the like button, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Hey, this is Jay with Geeks and Gamers with a special announcement. Over the past few years, several of us have been trying to complete a home that will house orphans and displaced children in the country of El Salvador. We were hoping that this home would be finished by the time Christmas rolled around in 2019. Unfortunately, we did not meet our goal to complete this home. Partnering with Jeremy and all of us here at Geeks and Gamers and with you, we are setting up a GoFundMe to raise some funds that hopefully will help us get closer to our goal in completing this home. We will use the money to hire professionals to check out the home and also pay for some educational costs for many of the children. This will help with the burden of those raising money, and more money can be put into this home to be completed. Me and several staff members from Geeks and Gamers will be traveling to El Salvador at the end of May that we can bring a significant amount of money to finish this project. We hope that you would want to partner with us in this as well. So please click on the link, read about it, and do the best that you can. Thank you so much.